Hey folks, so we're covering Genesis 1-2, which is a really wild verse when you dig into the original language. It says the earth was without form and void, and darkness was over the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering or brooding over the face of the waters. So what confuses people is verse 1, it's like God created the heavens and the earth. So when God creates something, he creates it perfect, exactly the way he wanted to. But when we find the earth in verse 2, we find it without form and void. And it's a unique phrase in Hebrew, tohu va bohu. And so essentially, tohu means formlessness, confusion, unreality, emptiness, wasteland, a place of chaos. The word void, the Hebrew word bohu, means emptiness, void, and waste. Darkness, the Hebrew word hoshek, means the dark. It's obscure. And so figuratively, that word means misery, destruction, death, ignorance, sorrow, wickedness. And so it's like, if God created the heavens and the earth, and now in verse 2, the earth is formless and void, it's empty, confused, it's a wasteland. It's bizarre. How would God create the earth in that condition? And what some people believe, they call it the gap theory, is that there is a gap between Genesis 1:1 and 1:2, where in Genesis 1:1, God created the earth in its perfect state, but Genesis 1:2, we find the earth unperfect. What was previously valid is now void. What was previously complete is now misery and destruction. And so the concept is that in between Genesis 1:1 and 1:2 is when Lucifer was cast out of heaven. That's when Lucifer, the angel, said, I will raise my throne above the throne of the Almighty. And you can actually read in Isaiah 14 and Ezekiel 28, these are laments of the king of Babylon and the king of Tyre, but they're very much considered the law of double reference, where it's not just referring to some parts to a man, but also some parts to something else. And we believe that that would be Satan. So the concept of the gap theory is that in between Genesis 1:1 and 1:2, there's the gap where Lucifer was kicked out of heaven, cast to the earth, and he is the one who made the earth a formless, destructive, ignorant, sorrowful, wicked place. Now in Isaiah 14:7, it uses a different Hebrew word for waste or wilderness, the word midbar. But it does provide a clue that Satan could have been the one who made the earth tohu va bohu, a formless and void wasteland after his fall from heaven. So it's something to consider. All right, hope that helps at least explain that piece, why God could create something, and then in the very next sentence we find it a desolate wasteland.